All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, side trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
This is Breida. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
56, I'm right, boy, 56. Check, 56.
Here's Breida. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll run it here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lock at 56. Lock it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything.
There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills have taken the early lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And the Bills getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Spinning away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And out come the Chiefs now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney!
Breida. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Patriot!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Breida. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like road.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now it's Ajayi. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Breida. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Watch it now, Barney! Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw, and he's got his target. That's more. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bills will extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as it's 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Receiver Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And pressure gets to him again. And Ndamukong Suh in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a handoff looking right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Micah Hyde, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. But if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bills have recovered. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Room here to run. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback, scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is caught by Watkins. 23 yards on the play.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they'll run it on the toss. Powerful running. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked by Kendall Fuller, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run with a J. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ajayi taking it in from a yard out. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Gun! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's into the clear. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bills will extend their lead. Suckup for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try now for Succop. The point after through the raindrops up and just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll run it here. "38 yards on the scamper there.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they will take a knee here. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here.